Welcome to my channel. I'm Miyu. I am a coach who specializes in women's emotional wellness. This channel is all about helping you fall in love with yourself and your life so you can wake up in the morning excited and energized. Notice the beautiful things that your life offers and attract what you desire and go to sleep at night happy and peaceful. In each video, I answer one question that I receive from people and occasionally share some content that I think might be helpful. So with that out of the way, let's get into today's video. So in this video, I'm going to talk about 3 reasons why you find it hard to do things that are good for you. I think a lot of you can relate to this topic because I myself often have to be mindful about taking care of myself, even though I am a coach who teaches self-care and self-love. So why is that? Why do we have to remind ourselves to make time to do something good for ourselves? Something we know how much will help us, and a lot of times that's exactly what we need. Why can't we get excited and look forward to it? So self-care practice is one of the things that I recommend to my clients. But I often notice some of them having a hard time doing it, even though I ask them to pick what they really like to do. They get excited when they come up with activities, but they struggle to follow through, and most of the time they don't know why. By working with many women over the years, I noticed beliefs and mindset could play a big role when it comes to self-care practice. Even if you choose the one you really want to do, if you have some limiting beliefs or negative mindset, you will struggle to keep up and eventually end up falling off the wagon. So, if you are interested in finding out what may be preventing you from doing good things for yourself, then keep watching. Okay, so the first reason I wanted to share is a sense of guilt. One of the reasons why people find it hard to do things that are good for them is because of a sense of guilt. They feel that they don't deserve their own attention, so they unconsciously create some sort of block. And the similarity I found in those people is that they all have "I'm not good enough" mindset. They not only block or ruin anything good that happens to them, but also go out of their way to not look after themselves. So if you tend to think something like, "Oh, I feel like nothing comes easy for me," or "I often put others first," or "I find it hard to trust myself," or "I overly critical of myself," or "I feel like I have to work hard to get what I want," you may want to see if you struggle to stay consistent with your self-care practice because you feel guilty about taking care of yourself. So the next reason why people find it hard to do things that are good for them is procrastination. What I mean by procrastination is you wait for someday. For example, you want to wait to buy some new clothes until you drop a few pounds. Or you are planning on getting hair done when you start a new job. So what happens is that you unconsciously create this someday delusion and end up not doing things that make you feel better. But as we all know, this someday doesn't exist. This issue really resonates with me personally because I myself used to be this way. I pushed all the self-care I desperately needed to the side and kept on with my busy life until I was completely burnt out and realized someday was a mirage. This was a delusion I created to avoid taking care of myself because I felt like I didn't deserve it somewhere deep down. Okay, so the third reason why people find it hard to do things that are good for them is ulterior motive. What I mean by that is that people exploit self-care to avoid facing their core problems. I see this all the time. One of the things I hear people who use self-care to avoid something saying is, I need to do something good for myself, or I have to practice self-care. When they use the words need to or have to instead of want to, it's kind of a red flag. So people who practice self-care because of this reason actually do things that are good for them at first. They feel kind of good because they think in their mind that they are doing exactly what they need. But this doesn't last long because there is a root cause that they need to deal with, and doing self-care without looking into it, it's like putting a band-aid over a wound without treating it. They hope the pain will go away, but if you don't do anything to make it heal, it remains an open wound, and the pain and discomfort keep preventing you from doing what makes you happy. So if you tend to have an urge to do self-care or feel pressure to do something good for yourself, it may be a good idea to think if there is anything else you need to take care of before you start any self-care practice. It could be working long hours, unhealthy relationships, too much responsibility, stress buildup or lack of sleep, or any negative emotions like anger, sadness, disappointment, hate, fear, guilt, shame, or despair. So, which reason resonates with you? What do you think is blocking you from doing things that are good for you? And if you're clear on the reason, what would be the first step you would like to take? Once you eliminate any blocks, self-care will become one of the most gratifying things in your life, and soon you will start to look forward to it every day. So that's it. I hope you find this video helpful. If you want to ask me any questions regarding emotional wellness, self-care, self-love, anything like that, you can find the form in the description below. And if you enjoy this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching. Bye! Do you want to live a worry-free life and stop the what-if cycle? I know what it's like to worry a lot. I've been there, big time. I used to constantly worry about almost anything in my life, and it felt like there was no way out of this unhealthy cycle. So what helped me? Controlling what ifs by understanding the root causes. This method helped me not only become aware of my brain habits and how they affect me, but turn negative brain functions into positive ones. It helped me so much that it got me thinking, what if I make a workbook with all the exercises and tools that help me stop worrying and see the world as a safe and loving place so others can benefit from this too? That is why I have created this 34 pages step-by-step guide. Are you interested? You can click up here and download it now for free. I hope it helps you as much as it helped me and other people.